sitting at the bottom of the table with no way to strike fear into your opposition, and that is exactly what the Saracens have to deal with today. Back at home and back up against another subscriber side. Their start to the season can only get worse from here into round 4 of the Global Rugby Challenge. Hello everyone and welcome on to Flakes Crib, your home of Rugby Challenge 3 in the subscriber series. The Global Rugby Challenge, where you guys take on the best in the world in one of the greatest competitions known to man. Today we have the Saracens at home against the All Flakes in a match that is sure to really set the Saracens firmly at the foot of the table. They've had a terrible start to this season so far, 0-3 from their opening 3 games. To be fair to them, they've taken on the best AI side in the competition in Montpellier in round 1, going down 42-26. They gave the Guardians of the Crib a bit of a run in that second round matchup, 14-17. They eventually lost that one. And then round 3, they faced their toughest ask so far, the Celtic Drawing Dragons, and they thumped them 42-0. Today they are back to the drawing board and back up against the All Flakes. Now this is a Saracens side full of quality, full of international experience and full of capable players. They have not delivered a single millimetre of that at all. When you look through and you look at Marco Vunipola, Jamie George, Vincent Koch, Maro Tolje, George Cruz, those guys in the tight 5 are massive. Billy Vunipola lines up at number 8. Owen Farrell is there at 10. Brad Barrett, Duncan Taylor, Sean Maitland, and of course Alex Good at fullback. This is a side full of ability that is failing to convert that into performances. Up against them will be the All Flakes, and we talk about performances. These guys aren't going too bad at all. They kicked off their season with a draw, 14-14 against the Dragons, and after that there was a huge potential to get the trifecta of results in the opening 3 rounds, and that is exactly what they've done. They thrashed the Lions 45-0, and then agonising defeat to the Flakers 21-14 in a replay of the Season 2 Grand Final. They sit 6th on the ladder, and like we talked about, 1 loss, 1 draw, 1 win, and they'll be hoping to put that win column into the number 2. They've selected a strong team for today's matchup, so we'll go through them now. The front row kicking things off, Ben Bobbs, Shady Streetwalker and Nicholas Friedlander are your front row. Into the second row, Morgan Yates will partner alongside Vigo Ogier in the locks. Into the back row, Max Parkhill will be alongside Tip Top, and Benjamin Grayson gets the nod at number 8. Lightning Nathaniel Edwards will start at number 9, scrum half. He was electric a couple of weeks ago, and he'll be looking for more of that today for the All Flakes. Kerwin Zealey has been a phenomenon since coming into this All Flakes side, and he gets another start in the number 10 jumper. Bob Jeffrey will get the nod at 12, and he'll partner Joel Savage in the midfield. Corey Davidson, another one who has impressed on the left wing, with Liam Symes-Wells on the right, and Christian Catley a fullback for the All Flakes. All set to go here. The Saracens will be playing in the white, the All Flakes course in the black. And we look set to go. Alex Good with ball in hand, and we are ready for kick-off. Good gets us underway. Away to the left-hand side, the All Flakes receiving, and Max Parkhill gets the ball down for the first breakdown of the game. Kerwin Zealey's got the ball at the back, and he steps up and he deposits this into the back corner, looking for a bit of an error at the back, but Alex Good more than equal to the task early on, and he returns to kick up towards halfway for an All Flakes line out. Well, interesting start. Both sides looking to play a little bit of field territory to get themselves underway. And here is Shady Streetwalker to throw in to the line out. To the front he goes to Morgan Yates. Zealey gets the ball to first receiver, and Kerwin Zealey straight through. Supports there from top, and Tip Top will go straight through in the midst of the defenders. He scores the opening try. Set piece. Brilliant. Kerwin Zealey, Tip Top, and a try. That's how you want to start. The All Flakes get it perfectly right. Straight through 3 defenders, takes out Alex Good, and the chase to the line was enough from top to get away from Nathan Earl. All Flakes strike first, and that's a dangerous start as well. Kerwin Zealey, boy, he looks so good. He looks like the complete package. And Tip Top, well, we know what he does. He's quick, He's big, he's powerful, and he scores the first try for the All Flakes. The man that created it all, Kerwin Zealey, will have the shot at goal right out in front. He has been in tremendous form early on for the All Flakes. And he looks to establish himself as a regular on the side with some standout performances inside the opening 3 rounds. And he converts the try by top. And up go the All Flakes 7-0 over the Saracens, who have hardly touched the ball. One kick away from good. That's all they've managed. Set piece brilliance at the moment from the All Flakes. Here's Ogier. He might lose this. He does. It's there for the Saracens. Great work from Michael Rhodes. Now they look to attack to the left side. Ray does well. Here's an opportunity. It's Duncan Taylor. Consistently the best performer. Liam Symes-Wells turns it over and he hacks it away. Zealey gives a good chase. And at the back, good. Well, he's kicked that very well. Into a lot of space back there for the All Flakes. And it is there for Corey Davison, who has no option but to hammer it back downfield. And it's drive back. Oh, and a penalty advantage. Offside by the All Flakes. Kerwin Zealey, a bit too ambitious to make that tackle. Saracens, though, they look to attack with advantage on their side. And they go through nicely. Out wide's a real chance here. Got to score it, Brad Barrett.
Release.
But he's in touch. Oh, he's in touch, Barrett. Such a massive opportunity for the Saracens to hit back. Thrown away by a foot and touch. Edwards goes back to Zealey, who's inside his 22, but it was passed back, and it's a great kick too. A lot of players chasing back there. It's Owen Farrell, fires it back into Earl. Earl nearly intercepted it, but gets it to Wigglesworth.
Release.
A lot of players diving in here for the All Flakes. It's there for Rhodes, pops it back nicely, and Cruz gets a great offload. Back to Michael Rhodes again. Heavily involved is the open side flanker. Marco Vunipula goes short, and Cruz with another run before getting away to Barrett. Barrett goes left side, and Jackson Ray has no way through there. The All Flakes throwing in numbers. More ball for Maro Tolse. Great ball out wide for Earl. And now Nathan Earl's got a chance to do something. He kicks over the head. He drew him fullback and went for the ball over the top. And Catley did enough there to secure the ball for the All Flakes. Here is Edwards. And Nathaniel Edwards with no real opportunity to go anywhere. Zealey goes back to Jeffrey, who's going to look to clear the 22. And he does so nicely. Topper's chasing hard alongside the kicker, Bob Jeffrey. And oh, what a run there. What a step as well from Good. Pick and go. Billy Vunipula away to Jackson Ray once more. Oh, the All Flakes are over the ball, but they can't get it back. It's Olsey. Fast ball. And a good ball. That's excellent work from the All Flakes. Turn over to Edwards. Away to Yates. Yates straight through the guts. And Yates is taken down. It's all about possession at the moment. Terrible pass. Streetwalker. Away to Symes-Wells. Liam Symes-Wells looking for the corner. Oh, he's messed up the catch. The grubble was on, but it's there for Alex Good. And another clearing kick away. These two sides desperate not to play in their own 22. And after half an hour, it is only 7-0, the All Flakes, with a marginal lead to the middle this time. And Edwards goes away to Zealey. Zealey hits the line once more. He's got plenty of big boys there. And they get in and quickly help out. Fired left side. Liam Symes-Wells does well. Savage is in midfield. A poor pass. And Bob Jeffrey has to jump on the desperate opportunity. It's there for Edwards, who puts a little grubber. It's not a bad option either, but Good makes good of it as well. And Edwards comes back and makes the tackle. And Top comes over the top of Earl and puts him to ground. It's the Saracens in their own 22 now. Duncan Taylor away to the right-hand side of Billy Vunipula. And the big number 8 charges through. Runs out of options though. Runs out of friends. And holds it up nicely. Rhodes. Left side, they keep it alive, and Ray once more goes quickly outside to Maitland. Sean Maitland, he's got a foot race to do here. Up against Savage. Savage shows him up, and Jeffrey finishes the job. Oh, what a piece of defence from Joel Savage. Sean Maitland scores them for breakfast. Not today, not against the All Flakes. Streetwalker to the front, and Edwards goes away to Zealey, who's going to look for touch. Does he know? Not quite where he wanted it to go. Half-time is gone.
Advantage.
And it's all a forward pass as Good was looking for Maitland. That will finish the half. The Saracens in with a shout here. They've had opportunity. They've had potential. They've just not put the finishing touches on it. And the painting is only half done. It is half-time, and it is the All Flakes leading the Saracens 7-0. Well. One side has truly dominated with opportunity and chances, yet they have not put the points on the board. And you'd say by watching that first half, the All Flakes have been the better of the two teams, but the Saracens actually look the better on the stats sheet. More possession, just down on territory, but you go further down the list there. They've made almost half the tackles. They've made just about as many handing errors, but line breaks. Line breaks at the bottom, 5 by the Saracens, just 2 by the All Flakes. And that is one telling stat as we head into the second spell. The Saracens keep that up. Surely, sooner or later, they will score a try and the All Flakes will have to fight back. It is 7-0 only at halftime. Let's get back to the action. Can the Saracens fight their way back? We know they're capable. They almost beat the Guardians. Can they take it one further here today against the All Flakes? And the All Flakes will be desperately keen not to let that happen, because if they go 1-1-2, that will be disaster. Especially with a star-studded side like this, with the likes of Corey Davison, Liam Symes-Wells, Nathaniel Edwards, and not to mention Kerwin Zealey, who kicks us underway again into the second half. And a great start too from the Saracens. Farrell pops it back inside.
Release.
And almost a breakaway there for Rhodes. Here is Vincent Koss, and a good run from the tight end prop. And an excellent piece of work here to Mauro Tolje, who just about busts away, but a good tackle from Max Parkhill. Takes him down 10-metre line. Saracens in their own half. Back from Crusko Saw, knock on and poor from Owen Farrell, and the English international is human. He's made an error, and now Nicholas Freilander going through alone. Freilander, a little grubber kick through. Bob Jeffrey gives chase, but it won't be enough. And how about that? Intuitive play from Nicholas Freilander, seen Bob Jeffrey wide. He was cut off on the angle and decides to go for the little grubber in. It just about turned to magic. Here is Nathaniel Edwards, always taken, and a great tackle too.
Release.
The Saracens lighten this game up. Here's a pick and go from Parkhill. Grayson, Jeffrey, being pretty quiet. Here's Liam Symes-Wells, also quiet as he almost busts away. Good defensive play there from Sean Maitland. Slow ball as Parkhill comes across, and Benjamin Grayson trying to get his arms free. He does with Jeffrey, but Jeffrey can't hang on in the tackle, and the ball is spilt to ground. Well, bonus points, my friends, are a huge part of this season, and some sides do struggle to pick them up, and today it looks like the All Flakes will be one of those teams who struggle to get that fourth try. They're struggling to get the second, as well as time is well and truly ticking. Oh, great scrum from the All Flakes. And they may well turn this ball over. It was a feed to Wigglesworth and the Saracens, but Benjamin Grayson steals it back to the All Flakes. Zealey, oh, terrible stuff at the moment, but Parkhill gets it, and Max Parkhill looks for fans, he looks for runners, and he defends his way through. Great work there. Room on the short side. They want it. If they can get it there. Corey Davidson. Davidson to the corner. Davidson will score. What a try. Max Parkhill setting it up beautifully. And the speedster, the finisher on the wing, Corey Davidson scores. Well, put that try down to number 6, Max Parkhill. And quick ball out from Nathaniel Edwards, who knows his electric partner, Corey Davidson, will be ready on the wing. That is exactly how that transpired. Beautiful work throughout. And there we go. Davidson puts it in the corner. Beautiful, beautiful work from the All Flakes, who finally get try number 2. Well, not for lack of trying, as we almost hit the hour mark here. The Saracens have been kept to 0 As here's the conversion, which is very good from Kerwin Zealy. And over it goes for the second converted try. Well, what do the Saracens do now? They need to score, and they need to score fast. The All Flakes, maybe they look for 2 or 3 now as Liam Symes-Wells almost manipulates the defence through. It's sitting back here for Bob Jeffrey, who box kicks this one up in the sky. Zealy gives chase alongside the impressive Max Parkhill. And it is a mark taken from Alex Good at the back. And look where he is too. Right on the 22. He's actually tapped it and run as well. Here we go. The Saracens with a chance. And the All Flakes pile on and over it, trying to slow this ball down. Wigglesworth, Barrett through the hands. Farrell giving it out to Earl. And Earl is taken. Great work from Davison, who's turned it over. Corey Davison is playing well. Out of his skin at the moment. Parkhill taken quickly. Wide for Jeffrey. Bob Jeffrey. Where can he go? Nowhere. Good tackle on him. Somehow he recycles it quickly and there's no one at home here. It's a try to Nathaniel Edwards. Oh, poor from the Saracens. And sign it up. This one's all over. 19-0. Kick to come. Nathaniel Edwards has been too sharp. Far too sharp for the Saracens. Watch this here. He sees it a mile away. No one to his right. And he picks it up and he just scoots over. He's quick. He's electric. We've seen it in recent weeks. And this one here was far too easy. They all committed. Everyone close. And they left no one to the right-hand side. And there was plenty of black jerseys ready and waiting. Good try from Edwards. And that signals the end to this matchup. Conversion to go and 12 minutes or so left. Conversion from Zealy is good. Another one. A simple one though. An easy kick for Kerwin Zealy, who has been on top of his game. 21-0. The All Flakes lead the Saracens. One more for a bonus point. I think that is what they'll be thinking as Max Parkhill takes down the kickoff yet again. He's been phenomenal for the All Flakes. Edwards, the way to top looking to charge his way through. They've been isolated, but he gets free in some black jerseys. Liam Symes-Wells waits over it to Yates. Yates loses it, and Savage has picked it up. Joel Savage going through the middle. Great run there from the outside centre. More ball for the All Flakes. Davison to Yates, to no one, but Jeffrey grabs it. Now it's a turnover. Michael Rhodes on that. And Top trying to turn it back over, doesn't get it. Saracens will have the last say. No, they won't. It's a forward pass. And we will go back for a scrum that will finish this. Well, Duncan Taylor he won on the end of it. He wanted it. Not quite good enough. 4 minutes to go. And a scrum feeds it back down. Edwards feeds. And the All Flakes, slowly but surely, will grind this one to a halt. It's there. Grayson. He just picks up and he charges forward. Look at the second rows. They've still got their arms around each other. Now it's there for Edwards. Nathaniel Edwards. He's through. Edwards going to the 22. One more for the bonus point, say the All Flakes. There goes full time. They want another one. Parkhill, big ball for Yates. Yates goes to Grayson. Benjamin Grayson. Oh, he's got the wheels. Grayson's over. Oh, what a finish for the All Flakes. It was 8-on-6. And Jackson Ray had no chance of catching Benjamin Grayson. Well, this was slow motion. Yates did brilliantly, and look around the outside. He still had support. Liam Symes-Wells was right there. Didn't need him. This is Classic All Flakes try here. The big boys doing the hard work. Earl was catching, but Earl was out of position, and that is all that Benjamin Grayson needed. Well, a tidy little finish here for the All Flakes, and they will be more than stoked with how this has gone. The halftime score was less than convincing. Now at full time, it is domination over the Saracens, who performed for a good 50 minutes before being blown clean off the field, and that will be all she wrote. All Flakes 28, Saracens 0. Again, another AI side unable to cope with the defensive pressure of the subscriber sides. Not good enough on attack. Defensively, not good enough by the Saracens, who concede 4, but what's real concern to the side will be their attack and lack of it. They weren't good enough. They had 2 really good chances inside the first half. They couldn't convert, and they go away with another donut to their name. You look at their record, 42-0. The Dragons thrashed them in round 3. They sit firmly on the bottom of the table. No bonus points here today against the All Flakes, and just that 1 point against the Guardians of the Crib is all they have on their side. Let's go through the scorers. There's none for the Saracens, obviously, but for the All Flakes, tip top, Benjamin Grayson, Nathaniel Edwards, and Corey Davidson picking up 1 apiece, just enough for the bonus point. Kerwin Zealey, brilliant throughout, 4 conversions, but ultimately the creative genius in this All Flakes side. He has been amazing so far this season. And quickly to wrap things up, having a look at the stats. Well, possession 31% for the Saracens. That's not enough to win you a game. Territory much the same. Handling errors, both sides were rife. 6 by the Saracens, 8 by the All Flakes. Line breaks, have a look at that stat there. 6 line breaks by the Saracens, 7 by the All Flakes. Yet we had a thrashing on the scoreboard. Tackle count almost dead even, but only one team could finish their dinner, and that was the superior finishing of the All Flakes. Quick ball, quick decisions, and tries were scored. All Flakes 28, Saracens 0. And oh wow, take a look at this! Montpellier 15, Crusaders 14. Well, we talked about it last episode, didn't we? That would be the matchup to ultimately decide those top teams. I expected a cracker, and look what we have been gifted. A 15-14 cracker of a match, and that puts Montpellier top of the table. We want to look at the table first, don't we? There we go. Montpellier are the only team to have won all 4 of their matches. That is quite something. No other side has done it so far this season. That is crazy. That is insane. They lead 18 points, 2 bonus points as well. They sit atop of the table above the Flakers, who are 4 games, 3 wins, and a draw as well. Firstly, before we go on, I just want to apologise for the state of my voice. I've recorded about 6 videos today, so really hard on it. This is the wrap-up for the day, and hopefully will be our premiere video as well. So if you're watching this on Sunday, thanks for tuning in as well. But let's have a look at the rest of the table, though. Leinster sit nicely on 14, the Crusaders on 13. They are logjam between the Flakers, the All Flakes, and the Dragons. The Dragons and the Guardians still have to play in round number 4. They'll be playing the Chiefs and Castres, but really, I can't wait till we see Montpellier in the action. Let's have a look at the fixtures, and just the one AI game, which was the 14-15 Montpellier Crusaders. What a matchup! Montpellier taking the win. All Flakes 28-0 over the Saracens, who, well, look at them. Look at them at the bottom. The Lions, the Scarlets, and the Saracens. That's terrible. That really is terrible. And you look Castres, not much better, but only 3 games. The Chiefs as well. There's a big divide at the moment between the terrible, the okay, and the competitive frontrunners. Those 3 sides, Scarlets, Lions, Saracens, see you later. Your season is done. What do we have to look forward to? Next episode will be the Celtic Dragons up against the Exeter Chiefs. Those two sides, how are they going? Exeter Chiefs just sitting on the verge of being forgotten about, so they need to get a win over the Dragons to become relevant again, and they'll go to at least 10 points if they can do it. The Dragons, though, they win, and they go into the mixer with the All Flakes and the Crusaders. They're on 13 points. So, a big match, a critical match there for the Dragons, and the Guardians, of course, they'll be up against Castres for the final game of round 4. But that is me for today. I'm going to wrap up before I have no voice, and, of course, before you all fall asleep on the other end. Thanks for tuning in and watching. Hope you've enjoyed another premiere. I'll see you for another one next Sunday. So that'll possibly be... I want to get the Dragons involved. So Dragons will be next up. That'll be probably a video. Castres, Guardians will be... who knows? What would you like to see out of those round 5 games? Let me know in the comments below which you'd like to see. Hopefully we won't do the All Flakes again. Really would like to do that one. We'll see how we go throughout the week. If we have a good week of videos... we will bring you the Dragons versus Castres next week's premiere video. But for today, that is us done and dusted. Thank you for tuning and watching. Hope you've enjoyed. Apologies for my voice yet again. It's taken a hammering today. What can I say? And I'll see you all next time for more from the Global Rugby Challenge. Until then, as always, take care.